The last time we started working on the Podzy app, and we were able to pull in a couple of podcasts here. And if you noticed, we are just pulling a category of a podcast. And if you go to the podcast service, you can see that we are using get charts, and here we are passing in the genre to be empty. So what if we want to have multiple categories here? How are we going to do that? Using Riverpod. And if you notice, we have our get trending category, and it's just calling our podcast service provider, and we are just having access to get charts. Okay, so what I am going to do is, now we can pass in a genre here, but we want to modify this a bit and make it a little bit generic and not use it as a particular category. Okay, for this example, though, I'm gonna just duplicate this, and because I want to keep the trendy category, but in this time I wanna say get category. So it's gonna be get category ref here. Ref, and it's still going to return a search result, and everything is gonna stay the same. But we are going to when you want to pass in a variable that can change, something that is mutable to your provider, we use a modifier called the family modifier. So we want to pass in a string, and it's going to be we're gonna call it category, and by default it's going to be an empty string. And then here we're just gonna, for the get cards, I think the get cards, if we go to the get cards service, it needs a genre. So for the genre, we're just gonna pass in the genre, and it's going to be the category. And then we are gonna save, and then we're going to run our build runner. So we're going to use the command to run. It's gonna be a .run build runner watch, and it's gonna build. It succeeded. Okay, so apparently we can't, I'm not sure, so let's check. Oh yeah, so let's edit this a bit. Instead, we are going to make it named parameters here, and yeah, so that we can do genre, yes, and then pass in a category here. Okay, so the build runner is gonna run again, so we are good. And what it means is that we can pass in a category, and from our get category provider. Okay, so let's go back to our home, and for this we have get trending ref and get trending provider. So in anywhere you want to use this, you can also watch get category provider, but instead we are going to pass in a category. So let's say business, and then we are going to do .when. so that when we have data exactly like this, so we're just gonna copy. We can refactor this a bit actually, but for the purpose of the tutorial, so this is what I want to do. And we're gonna save that. And it gives us, so instead of trending, we're gonna have business. Okay, so let's give this guy a space, and we're going to use 20 as the height. And yeah, I think we are good.